It really is so pretty out here with all this snow. So, there is a My Hero challenge. I don't know who started this challenge, but I want to do it. My hero is a man, and as a kid, he grew up in the Depression, which was a time in the United States where families struggled to put food on the table. These were hard times. At this time, he would stand on corners selling newspapers, which was a common thing to do back then, and he would give every cent he made to his grandmother.
Come get your paper. John Dillinger shop. Come get today's news. Newspaper, come get your newspaper. Read the headlines.
Here you are, young man.
Wow, he tipped me a whole nickel. I have about 20, 30, I have 40 cents now. Yes. Grandma will be so happy.
As I said, he gave all he earned to his grandmother because she was raising him and all his younger siblings. His mom passed away when he was a small boy. When he was about 12 years old, his grandmother got ill and had to be in the hospital for a lengthy stay, and he refused to go stay at his dad's with the other siblings. So, the grandmother had no choice but to put him in a summer military school training program. He was there for about 3 months, and then came home to his now healing grandmother.
Grandma, are you all better now? Do you feel okay?
Oh yes, honey, I'm fine. I missed you.
I graduated from the program, Grandma.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, honey, so proud.
What's with those suitcases? Why are they packed?
Honey, your dad is not working again, and he took a trip down to Kentucky. He didn't have any money to pay the rent while I was in the hospital. He dropped your brother and sisters off at my cousin's house. They are here though, now. But I can't pay 3 months' rent and all the late charges.
I can't believe this. Grandma, again? He did this again? Just left town? Didn't give you any money? Did he quit his job?
Yes, it appears that way.
This is the last time we are moving. Grandma, I am going to get a job again.
Oh honey, you're too young to work. You have to be 16, and my health is too bad to work.
I will work as many jobs as I can get. Grandma, I will get that newspaper job back. Mow lawns, pull weeds, take out people's trash, and shovel snow in the winter until I'm old enough to get hired somewhere.
I hate all that being put on you, but I am worried about you and your brother and sisters. The girls are so young, and they need to eat right.
Like I said, don't worry about it, Grandma. I will take care of it. I also heard they want a delivery boy at the store.
You are such a good kid. And when you grow up, don't ever be like your dad.
Oh, I won't. I already promised myself that.
Yep, it's all true. And when he turned 18, he was drafted right away into the army. It was the beginning of World War II.
Come on, McCloud, it's clear over here now. Hey, McCloud, remember that promise you had me make? That if you didn't make it, to make sure your wife got your pins and personal stuff?
Yes, of course.
Promise me that you will make sure my grandma gets all that same stuff of mine, okay?
Of course I will. We are best friends. We have been in this war together for 2 years now. And we are both going to make it out of here.
Yes, he made that promise, and he always kept his promises. Like he promised his grandma he would send home 80% of his military pay every month. He just kept what he needed for personal needs. He wrote home to his grandma as much as she wrote him, and the only thing he ever told his family about being in the war was all the places the army took him. He said Hong Kong, Germany, England, Japan. He was stationed in France, and the last year he was in service He was a sharpshooter. Unfortunately, he ended up having to follow through on that promise to his best friend also, as he was blown up with a grenade in a foxhole where both of them were.
I think it's done for now, but let's just stay in this foxhole to be safe.
Oh, here. Where am I?
Du cliva, sans Volvo, célébraté, insula, devo et anatracia bravor, sidamor, lavo.
What? Wait, I only know a few words in French, and you're speaking fast. I don't understand.
I know English. I will explain everything to you. I am an orderly. You are in France, in the hospital. You suffer from a gunshot wound in your leg and trauma to your head.
McLeod. Where is McLeod?
If that is the soldier that was in the foxhole with you, I am sorry. They say the grenade landed right on him. He was gone instantly.
He was awarded the Purple Heart and many other medals for sharpshooting. He never once bragged or brought up anything about the war. He was put back on the front lines after healing, and then the war finally ended, and he came home. He got a good job right away in a factory. He was now 22 years old, and he started drinking to ease the pain of memories from the war. It was a steel factory. He lifted heavy steel all day long until the last 10 years. He worked there. He was a supervisor. He worked there 40 years. His drinking got seriously bad very fast. He would close the bar and have many blackouts. That is, until one day, when he went out with his cousin to get blasted again.
Yes, that's right. I am half Cherokee, Native American. Your dad is 1/4, so you are 1/8.
That's why you have all the Native American artwork around, huh?
Why, yes, and there is a special, magical thing about having Native American blood in you. You find out one day.
Hey Grandma, have you seen that signed baseball that me and Chuck were throwing around the other day out back?
No, I haven't, but that baseball is worth money. You better find it.
I looked all over that day, outside. I could not find it anywhere.
Now who is that? You're not going out drinking again, are you? You're gonna end up in jail.
It's Cousin Bobby. And yes, we are going out.
About 3 hours later.
Oh man, I am brew drunk. Oopsie, I broke something. Can't wake Grandma up. I gotta get changed and go to sleep.
While he was sleeping.
Where am I? I'm floating. What? Who are you?
I'm an angel, and I am here to tell you to stop going down the road you are going. You need to sober up and be a good person, starting now.
Oh no. This must be some crazy dream I'm having.
That signed baseball you lost? It's in the eavestrough in the front of your grandma's house. You can do it. You can be the good person you are meant to be.
Where did she go? I need to check that eavestrough. I'm sure that was just a dream, but I need to check. It's there. The baseball is there. I can't believe this. I'm never going to drink again. Never. I am going to be a decent man.
And he kept his word. He never drank again, from the age of 24 on to the day he died. He financially supported his grandmother and brother and sisters until his siblings were grown and his grandma passed away. Then he got married at about age 32 in 1957, the rockin' 50s.
I do.
I do.
Two years after getting married, they had a baby, a boy. And 2 years later, another baby girl, and 5 years later, the last one, also a girl. He was a good dad and provider for his kids. He worked a lot and was always home on time. He had hobbies throughout his life, like collecting antiques. He was an amateur archaeologist. He loved his metal detector. He also collected Indian stuff and had all his collections on display in cabinets in the hallway. And then, a few years later, the big D divorce, that is, his wife left him. The two older kids had already moved out, but the younger daughter, about 11, stayed with him. Her dad treated her good. Unfortunately, his health started getting bad, and he had to retire early.
He asked his youngest daughter to please stay at the house and help him out, as he had too many strokes, diabetes, heart disease, and later, cancer. She happily stayed and helped him to return all the care he had given her growing up. But sadly, about 10 years later, he passed away in 1997. It was sad, but I am so privileged to have known this man, to have such a great, strong character role model. He always kept his word. He never cheated anyone in any way. He was a good, hard-working, family man. And this is why I'm so honored and proud to say my hero is my dad.
The end.